Hello and welcome to assignment or lesson 8B for the Arduino Starter Kit. Today is a test review assignment. That's what you're working on. We're going to have a test very shortly. The test is basically the chapter questions, which a little bit more. So what I want you to do today, make 3 questions and answers for each of the projects. So for project 5, 6, 7, and 8, you are to come up with 3 questions and 3 answers, and they can't be ones in the questions that I've given you. You have to, that's why I would normally make it 5, but since I've been asking so many questions, I want you to come up with 3 for every chapter that are a little bit outside of the box. You can make one very easy, like a definition, and slowly stagger them up. All right, so that's your first assignment. 3 questions and answers for each of the projects. So that would be 4 times 3, 12 in total. Submit that to me on the classroom. Study for your test. How can you study besides looking over, right? So obviously watch the old videos that I've suggested. Even the ones of me teaching if you need to. Go back and look at them if you're worried. Look at the booklet, flip through the booklet, and look over the questions that you've been doing with your answers, right? Take a look at those and be ready. Now this is the trick. Now some of you might have been thrown off guard on the first test. Because what we're doing is you have to explain in 2 or 3 or 4 sentences each project. What is the new concept in the project? Oh, in this one we used a resistance ladder to prove that blah, 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 and we used the analog in to read it. In this one we used a phototransistor to read light or something like that. So you need to be able to summarize in a few sentences what each of these projects basically is in your own words. That shows me that you have a general kind of conversational level of skill about these projects. And I will name them. I'll tell you the names of them. But you will have to explain the key, maybe the main parts that you've used or the main concept of code that you used. There was something new in that project. So you're going to have to go back and them. What was the new thing we used there? We used a servo. And what was some of the cool things we did with that? What was the new thing about the theremin? What was the new stuff about the keyboard instrument, the ladder, right? What about the digital hourglass? What was new about that? Well, we used millis. And then kind of explain that, right? And be ready for that. So submit your 12 questions and answers and study. And coming up next, we have a test. We'll see you soon and good luck.